And a good topic, let's talk a little bit about teeth. It's Thanksgiving week. Everyone's going to eat a whole bunch of food. Everyone's going to be picking some things to eat. I'd like to know what your thoughts are on diet. How does diet affect how your teeth are?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, happy Thanksgiving coming up, you guys. Hope you have a good one and see family and everything like that, see friends. But yeah, so I would say mainly it's going to be something that affects our whole body.
Yes.
So our teeth are part of that whole process, and obviously the foods we eat are going to cause cavities or cause gum disease or something to that effect, but it's ultimately going to affect our whole body, and you can kind of tell, based on somebody's health, how healthy their teeth are going to be, their overall health, and that's all to do with diet. And it's like, that is the number one thing, reducing the amount of sugars we have.
Yes.
But there's certain foods that we can really try to avoid, and ultimately it will make our body healthier and our minds healthier and our teeth.
Yeah, I mean, diet really, it's surprising, or maybe not surprising, but food, diet, it affects everything. It's not just about our weight and our cholesterol and stuff. It's affecting your teeth. So what are some of those foods that we can kind of steer clear of that's going to affect us negatively?
Yeah, so it's anything that has, obviously, sugar, but consistent sugar. So like, for example, some people think, cup of coffee, no problem. It's actually not bad if it doesn't have too much sugar, but when it has too much sugar, and depending on how you drink it as well, is really important. Like if you were sipping on coffee all day, like say you have a cup of coffee and you're like sipping on it, and then you put it in the microwave, heat it back up, then sip on it to get it more. You're getting a consistent form of sugar in your mouth all the time, and the bacteria just love that. That is like, for them, they're nirvana. They're like sitting back there, they're like, oh, this is great, life is good. And so that's when they start to form more cavities. So it's anything that takes long to break down as well. So like, say a lollipop or something that, or a taffy, or something that sits in the mouth for a while and has sugar consistently released through like a couple, maybe 20 minutes or so. Like, avoid the lollipops, avoid like sipping on coffee, avoid having like little things here and there, like taking little, candies every couple hours or whatever. That's like the worst. Just eat all of it. And
binge
like
on
you're talking about it like Halloween. And so same. I would say Thanksgiving's pretty good overall. I don't think there's really too many things on the Thanksgiving menu that you have to worry about. So and
you're kind of putting it into a time period,
and
you're not really
eating it all. You're like, you're just stuffing yourself until you're asleep. So it's fine.
As people are preparing their Thanksgiving dinners and they are getting things, what can we consciously substitute instead? Like, what could be those benefiting things that we decide, I'm gonna actually try to have this because it will actually benefit my teeth?
So I would say, if you're gonna eat any kind of sugary thing, chocolate is always best. If you can eat chocolate, that's going to be better than anything that just sits in your mouth. And I don't know, I mean, I would just say like salads and, all whole foods. When we have, for example, like juices, like if you take a cup of orange juice, that's like 2 oranges. Like, who eats like 2 whole oranges? Like, there's no way. But we can drink a whole cup of orange juice, no problem. But it's because it's without that fiber that it can mess with our system, and we don't even know like how much we're really consuming. And it can be way too many calories and way too much sugar, even if it's healthy, juices. Better to eat the whole fruit, or give your kids the whole fruit, obviously. Like, kids are gonna just eat whatever you put in front of them. And of course they're gonna like go crazy when they go down the cereal aisle and want all of the little characters, but that's a whole marketing thing that they try to do. But like, just simple like oranges, like it's very simple. And I think I love Whole Foods. I don't go there too often just because I live in Breck. But I love the idea of Whole Foods, that like we're eating something that it was made from the ground, and like it's just designed for us. It's designed for our bodies and our digestion, and our teeth are part of that.
Removed from all the processing side of things and getting a little bit more raw stuff, a little more natural stuff. The sugar that comes along with fruit. You know, it's like you think you're being healthy, but if you're eating a lot of fruit, it could have a lot of sugar. Do you find it helps to kind of counterbalance that with adding a lot more vegetables to that, like kind of balance that out a little bit?
Yeah, because that's the thing is like the sugar is addictive.
Yes.
And the reason it's addictive is because we as humans consume things that are like high calories because we always were in survival mode, and it was like if we got something that had like sugar in it, that would increase our chances of survival.
Yes.
And so to counterbalance that, all the fiber that is in vegetables, fruits, everything like that, it's going to reduce our appetite and reduce the chances of us wanting to eat something sugary and binging on something like that, because we just aren't hungry. We just aren't like I've pretty much cut like sugars down to a minimum. And if I have anything that has sugar in it, it's actually way too much for me. I actually the taste is like it's too much. Like I can't. And you start to notice it as you reduce your sugar intake, like that you just need the littlest bit. When you're eating more and more sugar, that sugar somehow changes taste profile.
Yes, tolerance, just like anything else. When you're having it all the time, then your body's kind of used to it, and then you're like, oh, I already am getting used to it. But I just want to say thanks for giving us some food for thought, so to speak. As we go into Thanksgiving this week, and really kind of make some conscious decisions that can not only affect the rest of our body, but our teeth are important to stick with us. So thanks for joining us this morning. Happy Thanksgiving to you, and happy Thanksgiving to everyone. And we'll be right back after this with a few events for you to check out this week.